Okay, so in this video we're going to start to spruce up our app a little bit, work on the layout, the look and the feel of it, and all that good stuff. Right now it's pretty bland, there's not much to it, we've got one little page and nothing else. So the first thing we're going to do is add another page, right? Let's add an About Us page. Now normally when you're first starting your app, you can add a bunch of different pages. Remember we did the command Rails G controller home index. You could also say about services whatever, and it'll create each of these at the same time. Now we've already sort of done this though with the index one, right? So you could probably run this controller again and just type about, but it gets a little wonky. What I like to do is I just like to add them manually, and it's pretty easy to do. First we're going to go to our views and our layouts, or our views and our home, and this is our index page. If I right click on here and just put new file, and then let's name it about.html.erb. The ERB means we want to be able to use embedded Ruby, and we'll see an example of that pretty quickly. But see, right now if we go to this page, which is home about, we should get an error because we haven't set up our routing and our controller stuff. So we can come up here to controllers and home. So we've defined this index page. Let's go ahead and define about and tab that over. Save that. We can close that. Now we need to add the route. And we go down to config and our routes.rb, and here's our root route that we already have. Now we just had to add get home/about. Now we save that, close it. If we hit reload, that should, okay, throws up a blank page. We haven't actually put anything in our about page, so let's open up the views, home, about, and let's call this headline 1, about us, or about me. My name is John Elder and I'm building a Pinterested clone website. Hit save, hit reload, and boom, about me. So now we have our About Us page, our About Me page, and our home page. Let's go ahead and link these two pages together. So traditionally with HTML, in order to create a link, it looks like this. Ahref equals, well actually let's do the index page first. So ahref equals home about us. So this is the structure of a link. This is the opening tag, this is the closing tag, this is the text that's going to show up in the web browser. So if we save that, come back here and hit reload, we have this About Us link and it goes to our About Me page. Well, that's how you do it traditionally. In Rails it's a little bit different. Let's change this to About Me, whatever. Like I said, in Rails it's a little bit different. And we're going to use embedded Ruby to create our links, and there's a reason why, and it'll become apparent a little bit later on. We don't really need to get into that now, but for now this is just how you do it. Go %sign equals %sign close. Now these are the two opening and closing tags for embedded Ruby. This one is opening and this one is closing, and this will be the same whenever we use any kind of embedded Ruby for the most part. So to create a link, we type in link_to and then about me. Actually, let's go. You can use double quotes or single quotes. It doesn't really matter. And then a comma. Now, this is the text about me that's going to show up just like in our regular link, like there. Now we need to put this stuff in, put the route. So we need to type in the route where the link goes. Well, what is the route? What's the path to that page? Well, I don't really know. But I can come down here and I can type in rake routes, and that command will tell me all the different routes that are available in my app. And right now there's only two, our index page and our about page. But you can see here's the route to our about page. It's home_about. So we come up here and type home underscore about underscore path, because that's the path to home and about. And if we hit save, actually let's delete this old link, hit save, come up here and hit reload, and boom, back to our about me page. Okay, so far so good. So now let's add one for the index page. So we go in equals link underscore to, let's call it home, the home page, comma. Now what's the root to our home page? Well, look at our thing here. It says root, so it's root underscore path. Close our Ruby tag, hit save, and hit reload. So about me, home just goes to the home page. Okay, so let's put these links on the about page too. So just paste those in there, hit save, hit reload. Now if we click on the about me page, there they are. Click back and go to the home page, back and forth and back and forth. Hey, we're getting somewhere. Well, one thing though, I've changed my mind. I don't like about me. I want it to say about us, right? Well, to make that change, I've got to go to the about page and the index page, and I've got to change it on here, save that, and I've got to change it on here, save that. And if I had 10 other pages, I'd have to go to each one of those, and that's a pain in the ass. But if we do that, hit reload, okay, it changed. Well, there's a better way. The structure of your app is that each page, well, let's look at this. In our views folder, we have home, but then we also have layouts, and we haven't looked at that yet, but let's look at it right now. We have this application file, and this stuff, this is the makeup of every page in your app. So we have this head, title, JavaScript links, CSS links, etc., body, and the yield. Well, what is this yield? This yield is essentially each of these pages. So all the stuff here, this is the yield. So when a file gets called, when a page gets called in your Rails app, this file gets called and it outputs right here whatever's in here. So when you go to the about page, it calls this page, it puts all of this stuff in, it slaps in this right here, and then it closes it up. So what does all that mean? Well, it means we can get rid of these links on the About Us page. I'm going to copy them and delete them. Save this file. I'm going to delete these, save this file, and I can paste that stuff right above the yield, right, and save it. Now, all this stuff gets outputted just like before. Well, now if I want to change this, I change my mind again. I don't like about us. I wanted to say about me, damn it. So let's change that. So now all we have to do is go to this application file. I can change it right here. Change it one time, save it, hit reload. Boom, now it's changed on every page of our site. Well, that's interesting, right? So how can we make use of this?